Hey bro, what do you got there?
It's the new power plant. The plant of power.
The mystery engine. Sick. Alright guys, well this is the mystery motor. It still came despite all the crazy stuff that's going on in the world, so we're pretty excited about that. What we're going to do is we're going to get this off of the truck using our superior disc bulge back problem power.
It's like Christmas in March.
Yes. So yeah, we're going to unload this and open it up and show you guys what kind of engine we're putting in the square back.
Square back. So I just ordered a lot of red plastic actually. We lied, it's not actually an engine.
Look at this thing.
It's fragile.
It's fragile.
Aaron, you're being too rough.
Oh yeah. How do you feel right now, Aaron?
It's like Christmas. It
feels like Christmas?
It's fucking exciting.
Oh yeah.
They really wrapped this shit.
Yeah, they did.
All right, we're gonna time lapse the rest of the unwrapping. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
K24A!
4.
For those who guessed it right, this is the K24A out of a 2008 Acura TSX. Or probably in Japan, Honda TSX. Or whatever it's called. But look at it.
It says a Honda.
This thing looks super nice.
Yeah, it does.
So, 50,000 miles, straight from Japan.
Straight from Japan.
What importer did we get it from?
I want to say it was JDM Dallas or something along
Down in
those
Texas.
lines.
We're gonna find
Yeah.
the link and we'll link it
Yeah,
in
we'll
the
link
description.
it in the description.
This-
The guys were super cool. The eBay store wasn't working when we went to order it, so when we were on the way to work one morning, I called and just did all of it on the phone on the way to work. So
Yeah, it was super cheap, free shipping. I think it was like $8.50.
$850, and that was with shipping included.
Yeah.
Like shipping said it was $150, so I paid $700 for the engine itself.
Yeah, so $700 for the engine,
Fucking screaming
$150
deal.
shipped. It was here in a week, and it looks great. There's not any oil on it. It looks really nice. It has the harness on it too. It's been cut off for sure, but we have some plugs to work with, so that's cool.
Sweet.
So yeah, this thing will be going in there. We're going to be building custom mounts, custom everything, custom. You know how we do.
Custom.
We can't put it in because we don't have a transmission yet. So the next thing to do is to get a transmission, and then we're going to start building the mounts. So yeah.
I'm gonna start degreasing this engine, getting it all cleaned up, ready for paint. I got some high build primer, an activator right there. The paint is at my house. I didn't want to bring it to the shop because of the temperature changes and whatnot, and it's better to just leave it in somewhere where it's gonna stay the same temp. So we're gonna spray this with some Purple Power or Kaboom, or I think it's Purple Power, something along those lines. Get it all degreased and take the remaining like shit out, and then we'll call it good. Be ready for primer. Alright, so after searching forever, I finally found the little air sprayer. Got it all sprayed out in here. Now I'm going to spray it with some good old Purple Power. Spray it down with some Purple Power and then find some water, dump water over it, and then we should be pretty clean in here. Give it a good scrub, see what's left, and then if there's more, we gotta spray more Purple Power and shit. So you'll see all that shit in the time lapse, and we'll get cracking on it. Alright guys, so I got the engine bay sprayed down with the Purple Power, and then I went and filled that up with water, and I used these little wire brushes up in there, scrubbed it all down, got it all good to go now, I'm pretty sure. There's still some dirty areas, but I'm just going to tackle that with the wax and grease remover, and I think I will be able to get it off with that. I've got this bucket hanging here because this is a fuel line and it's just dripping fuel, so I would rather have it going into the bucket than on the ground. I'm gonna try to figure out how to get that shit to stop leaking and dripping. It'll probably just drip until the fucking tank's empty, so whatever. I forgot to film and tell you guys what I'm doing next, but
G-Wagon, G-Wagon, G-Wagon!
I have started to hit it with the 320, and I'm gonna do the parts that I can get to now, and then I'm gonna start slowly pulling out like the brake master, and I'm gonna have to pull this stuff through. I don't really feel like doing that right now, so I'm probably gonna do that next week.
1 week later.
I got the throttle cable out, I got the brake booster out. The brake booster was pretty simple. There was just 4 bolts. You just needed a small ratchet to get up in there. The next thing I have to do, I have to drop my clutch pedal to get to the actual piece to get the clutch cable out. And then after that, I have to get the hood latch out and then just feed this last little bit of harness through that side there. Alright, so we got the clutch cable through, the hood latch through. We're trying to get this through, but it's connected to the fuse box in there, and it's just way too tight of a gap to get in there and without pulling the dash. And I would rather not pull the dash. We're just going to leave that and move it around as we prime. Alrighty, so all of that is cleaned up. Now I'm gonna take some primer. I'm gonna start out in the front area here and then work my way into the bay, all that stuff. We're gonna get to laying that down, and then I mean after that I can go around the car and the rest of today and just blast it with some 320, and then we should be good for primer. I think we're gonna paint the bay first before we lay the high build on the rest of the car and everything like that. So we'll get this all taken care of today, get the primer on it, and then we're ready to lay the paint. I just have to bring the paint out here from my house. But yeah, so this looks like we are going to be good for Friday for laying the paint and some high build maybe. So we'll see what we can get done. There it is, guys. The bay is primered, no longer red. All the nooks and crannies have been taken care of. It's crazy how much, like, I don't know, I think it's 34 years of fucking dirt and grime and grease and oil and whatever the hell was thrown up in there. It was caked in there. So for getting it as clean as I got it, I'm pretty surprised. I'm not too worried about the engine bay because that thing's fucking ginormous and it's gonna take up most of the engine bay, so you're not gonna be able to see much in here anyways. And the plan is to just throw an ass load of flake in the bay also, so that should kind of distract the eye away from any blemishes. And I mean, I'm not going all shaved and tucked like Justin, so it's just I wanted the bay the same color as the car, not red, so it didn't look all weird and whatnot. Alright, I didn't time-lapse it or anything, but I just cleaned out this windshield wiper deck and whatnot. Got it all cleaned out and then sprayed it with the primer. There's a guard that goes over here, but I'm pretty sure it's vented and I don't want red showing through. We might just end up spraying this back part back here black. So that's all taken care of. It's all primered up. The bay's primered up. It's looking good. Alright, dweebs, that's going to be a wrap for this episode here. We got a lot of shit done with the bay. It's all cleaned up, ready for primer now. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Ready for paint, as Casey says.
Yeah!
And if Casey says it's ready for paint, then it must be fucking ready for paint.
Don't listen to me. I'm fucking stupid.
Well, see you next time, dweebs.